Welcome back to Battlelore 2nd Edition. We're playing the Razorwing expansion mission called A Shot in the Dark. It is currently the night phase of this scenario, and it is the Uthuk's turn, and they got pounded last episode, so let's see if they can spring back a little bit. They're just trying to prevent any of the Dakan units from getting off the board this way, and so let's see what they can do. And so starting off, they have to, in the main phase, we play a command card. So the command card they're going to play is Echelon Left. So they can command 2 units in the left and 1 in the center. And so that's what they're going to do. All right, and the 2 units they are going to command from the left is, of course, the Razorwings and the Grotesque. That's the units they're going to command there. And the 1 from the center, well, there is actually 2 in the center. And so actually I'm going to rethink this because we have 2 in the left, 1 in the center. No, I'm still going to do that. That's going to be the 2 for the left and the Grotesque here, the 1 in the center. All right, that is playing the command card, and that is now doing the order step, ordering our units. And now what is the move step? Well, these guys are not going to move because they're going to attack the Riverwatch Riders right here. However, our Razorwings have a movement of 3, and they are going to move. So they're going to move 1, 2, 3 over here, adjacent to the Citadel Guards. And then our Grotesque have a movement of 2, and so they will move right here. 1, 2. All right, now because it's night phase, we can only have adjacent attacks, and of course I should have moved that up a little bit so we can see a little better. But that's all we have anyway. And now we can resolve the attacks in any order we like. And so the attacks, let's just get this attack out of the way. We have the Grotesque attacking the Riverwatch Riders. And let's have a look at their Grotesque card again and see what they have. Well, they have 3 attack dice. They're a pretty powerful unit. They have Lacerate. So if they get the special crown symbol, bleed the target unit. Bleeding units roll 1 fewer die during combat rolls. When a player orders a bleeding unit, he may spend 2 lore to remove the bleed marker from the unit's hex. And they also have Bone Blast. Instead of advancing, the unit may perform a ranged attack with an attack value of 3 and a range of 1 to 2. So they're pretty powerful. They're elite melee, so let's get attacking with them. 3 dice, attacking the Riverwatch Riders. Let's see if they can do something. So 3 dice, and we're going to see what we get. Well, I do believe we have our first kill, because we have 2 swords. This, if they were down to 1 unit, then this would not hit. But because they are not considered weak, they still have 2 units in their unit, I guess. I keep calling everything a unit, but there's 3 dudes in a unit, so they're not weak. Both of those are hits, and also get a lore. So they're going to collect 1 lore token for that lore die. So we're going to put that in their pool. They now have 5 lore. And I don't think, no, there was nothing that the Dakan player could do. And they have 2 hits, so both of these Riverwatch Riders are eliminated. So that is excellent for the Uthuk. I love it. Now the other nice thing about that, so they've eliminated those units. This is great. So they're going to use Bone Blast, and it says instead of advancing, so they could advance, but instead of advance, oh, it's nighttime. Never mind, we can't do that because they can't shoot range of 2 because we can only do a range of 1. Darn it, that would have worked so well, but that's not going to happen. So we could advance, or we could leave them there, and I think, what should we do? Should we leave them there, or should we move them? I think we're going to advance them into this spot. We're really trying to block up the Dakan from moving as much as possible. So we're going to move them there. All right, going to readjust the camera a little bit, and we're going to have the other 2 attacks happen. Up next, we have either our Grotesque units or the Razorwings attacking. And I'm not sure which ones we want to attack first. I don't think it really matters, or does it? They both have 3 attack dice. I think we're going to have the Grotesque attack first. So once again, they get 3 attack dice. They are attacking the Citadel Guard units, and yeah, we didn't have a counterattack because we totally annihilated the Riverwatch Riders. I got to remember this counterattack. That's the one thing I tend to forget. But the Grotesque are attacking the Citadel Guards. 3 dice. Let's see what they can do. And they roll 1 retreat, which is not going to happen because these guys are supported. They roll a ranged hit, which does absolutely nothing. And they do roll one of their specials. And so let's take a look at the special, which is Lacerate. And yes, we're going to be lacerating those guards. Bleed the target unit. Bleeding units roll 1 fewer die on combat rolls. When a player orders a bleeding unit, he may spend 2 lore to remove the bleeding marker. All right, so we have bleeding marker tokens, which look like this. And so we're going to add that now to these Citadel Guards. So they're going to roll 1 fewer die now while they attack. And is there anything that says when they can spend 2 lore? He may spend 2 lore to remove the bleed marker. When a player orders a bleeding unit. So we cannot pay 2 lore right now to remove that, only on our order step for the Dakan player. They are going to get a counterattack. Let's take a look now. Citadel Guards. Now, because they're bleeding, they usually have 3 attack dice. They're going to go down to 2 attack dice because of that bleeding condition. All right, so they're going to counterattack with 2 dice against the Grotesque. And they get a double sword, and they get a crown symbol. Well, they don't have that. So they can either cause a retreat with the superior tactics or cause a wound. I think they're just going to go ahead and kill one of the units, causing a wound instead of a retreat. So there we go. That's the counterattack. Now it is the Razor Wings' turn. And the Razor Wings are also going to be attacking the Citadel Guards, and they get 3 attack dice as well. So here we go with the Razor Wings attacking. And the Razor Wings get 2 hits and a special. Now the Razor Wings don't have anything special about their attacks, but they do knock down 2 of the Citadel Guard units. So that's excellent for the Uthuk player, because we want to crush their units as fast as possible, preventing them from getting off the board. Now they are going to get a counterattack. Now because a melee unit is attacking a flying unit, they go minus 1 die. Now we know Citadel Guards have 3 dice to attack. They're going to go down 1 because they're attacking a flying unit. That's 2 dice. They're bleeding. They're going to lose another die. They only get 1 die for their counterattack. So this is working out very well for the Uthuk. So 1 die counterattack. Well, they get a lore. So that's going to bring them up to 6 lore tokens. And they didn't do any damage to the Razor Wings. So this has been a pretty good turn so far for the Uthuk. So in the middle of the night, the Uthuk fight back and do some pretty major damage to our Dakan forces. That's the end of the attack phase. It's now the upkeep phase, victory point phase. Well, we don't care much about victory points. In this game, we're just trying to prevent the Dakan from getting off the board. It's the draw step. Now, I am going to invoke one of the special rules for the game here. And we're just going to look at that quickly here. If it will focus, please focus. It says after a player's draw step. So after this step, he can spend 2 lore, discard all your command cards, and draw an equal number of command cards. So the Uthuk player is going to draw his command card, have a look at it, and see what he wants to do. He is in fact going to spend 2 of his 5 lore. So 2 of his 5 lore go away. He is going to discard all 4 of the command cards that he currently has. he's going to draw 4 new ones, and that's one of the special rules of this scenario. So he gets 4 new command cards for future turns. So that was his draw step. He's into his lore step now, and because he just spent 2 lore, he's going to end up just collecting 2 lore tokens. So that's going to be 2 lore tokens, bringing him back to 5, and he has 3 lore cards. So we're not sure what he's got up his sleeve. I'm sure we'll find out in future episodes. And that is going to conclude the Uthuk turn, which is pretty good. We're still in the night phase. And next episode, of course, we're going to have the Dakan. And the Dakan are looking like they're in a little bit of trouble, because they need to get 4 units to this side of the board, or they need to take out the Razor Wings to give them a victory point. Wow, I'm not sure. They only have 2, 4, 6... They only have 8 units left on the board. Half of them have to escape. The Uthuk have done a pretty good job of boxing him in so far. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking my videos if you do. Join me next time for the continuation of the Razor Wing expansion mission, A Shot in the Dark. We will have the Dakan trying to break out past those Razor Wings and get off the board for some victory points. Let's hope they can do it. All right, thanks for watching, and join me next time.